What's up? So today I'm gonna be telling my experience of my giving of birth, my birth giving of baby MJ with no epidural. Well, actually, no medicine. So let's get into it. Okay, so it all started like Saturday morning at like 1, and basically it was like my contractions was like, I want to say 5 minutes apart, and that's when I think I fell asleep around like 2 something. MJ, is you okay? Tiny man, you sound like you over here boo-booing. But basically, I had fell asleep around like 2 something on Saturday, like 2 in the morning, and my contractions were still coming and it felt like they was getting closer and closer. So okay, I wake up around like, I want to say 7 something, because I had to pee extremely bad, and while I was asleep I was still having contractions, and when I had went to the bathroom, it was just like I went to go pee, and when I peed, my mucus plug came out. But when I went to go pee, my mucus plug came out, and
it doesn't make it
I
any
had,
better when you say it.
Shut up. I had called my mama in the room, and I was like, Mama, Monty, shut up. I was like, Ma, I think today is gonna be the day.
When it wasn't the day.
Yes, it was. Shut up, Monty.
You should have a little bit of your Saint Dito for.
No.
I got a little bit.
No.
I'm gonna get a little bit.
No.
For real. I
No.
am. For real.
No.
I promise.
No. But I had told my mama, I was like, today is gonna be the day, and she was like, what you mean? I was like, Mom, come here. And I had her like look down there, because it's like, okay, I got like, my stomach was already like out to here, and I can't lean over and literally see down there. So I was like, I feel like my mucus plug came out, and she was like, oh my God, it's gonna be the day. So I'm over here trying to struggle to look down and everything to try to see, and it comes to find out it really was my mucus plug. Like a little bit had came out. Well, basically most of it had came out. So boom, that happened. And I didn't really want to go straight to the hospital, because it was like, I didn't want it to be another false alarm, because I had a false alarm on Valentine's Day, that Thursday, and I didn't want my mama to have to go all the way downtown to Emory, and then, oh, they say it was a false alarm, and then we had to come right back.
No, he ain't text back yet.
So okay,
I want you to remember that.
I had came back in the room to lay down and whatever, and I had laid here for at least like 20 minutes, like 15 minutes, and I was like my contractions was like just killing me. So that's when I had told my mama, like I had went in there to her, I was like, Ma, get dressed, like I really feel like my contractions are getting closer and closer. So she was like, okay. She was on the phone at the time, and she had told whoever she was on the phone with, today's the day, I gotta get ready to go. So she hung up with them, and literally it was just supposed to be me, her, and my fiance, my T, getting ready to go to the hospital. And come to find out, literally the whole house was about to leave to go out. So I got 2 dogs. I got Cocker Spaniel pseudo dachshund, and I got a Chihuahua. So one of them, like, somebody had to stay at home to watch them. So my nephew decided to stay home. So we left out to go to the hospital around like, I want to say like 8:30ish. Had to be like 8:30ish. And we got there at 9. When we, you okay? We got there at like 9. So when we got there, my mom had ran inside and got a wheelchair. Because at this point, I feel like I could not walk. But no, actually, she did not get a wheelchair. She got a wheelchair on Thursday. She didn't get no wheelchair on Saturday. So I walked in before everybody. I'm going to the elevator because it's like, okay, I already know my way now. So I walked all the way up to the front. I mean, up to the labor and delivery area where I gotta sign in. And can I have a piece of that bread?
I could have the same day.
You can have some. So that's when I can have the whole thing.
No, I got one more food back up. It got cold again.
They got cold again. So just sit it down on the napkin until you get back up here. So that's when the lady asked me, she said, I need your ID, I need your insurance card. I was like, okay, cool. So in the midst of all this, I'm over here having contractions like hell. And the lady was like, are you, she was like, are you counting them? I was like, because it's just like, okay, I'm just trying to get over all the questions and everything. Like, please do not ask me anything. So I was like, yeah, I'm counting them. And she came and, I mean, she was like, okay, I'm going to start counting for you because I know you ain't counting. And, and then she was like, she started counting, and then she had told the people in the other area, the part where they check my service and everything, to actually see if it's time for me to be ready to push and stuff like that, or see how far my service are. And she was like, she was just telling them that my contractions was like so and so far apart, they're getting closer, I'm having more and more pain. So that's when she had told me, she was like, I gotta walk over to that area where they check my service and stuff. So they gave me the gown, gave me the pee cup. I peed, I got changed into my gown. And that's when they was like, okay, well, you're dilated. I mean, I think they said, no, she was like, you're 5 centimeters. That's halfway. I was like, okay, cool. And that's when I had asked the lady, I was like, so are you gonna, like, are y'all gonna send me home, or do I get to stay? Because I ain't got time to be rushing back up here later on today. So the lady, she was like, oh no, you gotta stay. So at that point in my head, I'm like, okay, it's time. Today's gonna be the day. Ain't gonna be no playing around, nothing like that. So I get over to labor and delivery, and that's when the ladies, well, no, that's when they got me settled and everything. And
my bad, bro. I was eating and I had my headphones in.
Babe.
Well, I still ain't eating.
Babe. I'm recording. So that's when they had told me that they was gonna give me some medicine, because I forgot what they said it was. It's like some test that is common in pregnant women. And they had gave me the medicine in my IV, and I had told the lady that was giving me the medicine, like, hey, I haven't ate at all this morning. Like, can I eat before you give me this medicine? Because I don't want to throw it up. Like, I don't want to be sick on my stomach or nothing. So, this the really, really, really messed up part. So, since I haven't ate, like, that whole morning, I had to be on a clear liquid diet. I was so mad. Like, they had me on a clear liquid diet, and the only thing I was allowed to eat was some chicken broth. Well, actually drink. And some apple juice. I was so mad. So, before all that happened, before my chicken broth had came in, damn, it's a small ass piece. You don't love me. Before my chicken broth had came in, my vision had started growing blurry and my head had started hurting. So the lady had gave me some medicine through my IV for my head hurting me and my vision going blurry, because at first they thought it was my blood pressure, but it really wasn't. So before the lady gave me the medicine, she had already told me, like, hey, it's gonna be some side effects. You're gonna get hot. I was like, okay, cool, just turn up the air in here. So all of a sudden, she putting the medicine in my IV. I'm watching her put it. I turn my head this way, and then I look back over this way. While I'm watching her put the medicine in, I done got hit. I was hot. I was burning up, like, overheated. And so that's when I was like, hey, like, anybody else hot up in here? Like, can y'all turn the air on? Like, what's up? And the lady like, oh, the medicine that kicked in, you gonna need to, you know, lay down, try to get some sleep, because when you wake back up, it's gonna be time. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm cool. And that's when dang, what had happened after that? I don't even remember. But that's when oh, I was like, because I had sat up. I was like, does anybody else feel like everything is spinning around them? They was like, no. So then my vision, like my hearing started feeling like everything was loud around me. Like it felt like it was echoing, like going in and out. And that's when I lay down and I just went to sleep. So that had to be at like 12 something. I woke back up at like 12:09 or 12:10, something like that. Cause when I woke back up, I felt like I had to throw up. And that's when like at 12:11, I feel like I had to throw up, and that's when my water had broke. Instead of throwing up, my water broke, and my plug ended up coming out. Like the rest of my mucus plug had came out. So that's when my mucus plug had came out, and I was just like, and then my water had broke. I was shocked because I ain't know whether I was peeing on myself or rather like my water broke. I didn't know what was going on. So I had told her, I was like, I think I peed on myself, but then I think my water broke, and it was just coming out like a waterfall. So I was scared. And that's when what had happened? I forgot what happened. But at one something, they had checked my, well no, actually at 12, before the lady had given me the medicine or whatever, she had checked my cervix again, and my cervix was at 6 centimeters instead of 5, like it was when I first got there at 9. And that's when they checked my cervix again at like 1, after I had woke up and my water had broke, and I was at 8 centimeters. So at this point, I can't get no epidural. I can't get no medicine. These contractions are starting to kill me. So it's just like, fuck all this shit. So, okay, boom, boom, boom. That's when they had checked my vitals. They checked my temperature and they checked my blood pressure. It was perfectly fine. And that's when they had told, like, a lady had came over to me, and less than, like, I want to say, it had to be like 1:15 when she came over by me and checked my vitals and stuff like that. And she whispered to me, like, when she was done checking my vitals, she was like, you're gonna know when it's time. I was like, what you mean? She was like, you're gonna know when it's ready, when it's time to push. I was like, what you mean? She was like, because you're gonna feel like you have to boo-boo. I was like, okay. Literally, when the lady walks away, all of a sudden, I feel like I had to poop. I really feel like that lady jinxed me because it came so fast. So, okay. I feel him coming. So, they come back up in there, they check my cervix, and I'm at 9 centimeters. How the hell I go from 8 to 9 within like 15 minutes? Like 15, 20 minutes. So,
she went that up real quick.
I think she did. Well, the blanket had kind of got down behind
Got a little, yeah.
So. I said, we fixed it. right, I'll be right back.
Okay. What? You stupid.
Oh, my legs so shaky. Monty, I don't like you. Oh.
You gotta make it dramatic for me. Almost at a minute. Need you to holler.
So at this point, I know it's time. So all of a sudden,
She's doing like
I'm over here feeling like it's time to push. I didn't call them. I gotta push the little nurse button. So at this point, I'm over here pushing the little button for the nurse to come. And I'm just like, okay. Can y'all please send somebody up in here to check my cervix? Like, I really feel like he done moved. And it's like my contractions coming faster. Like, bro, them shits hurt. I will go through the whole entire pregnancy process again. The whole 9-month shit. But when it come up to delivering, like when it's 9 centimeters and like 8 and 9 centimeters, don't put me through that shit no more. Just do not do that. That shit hurts.
It depends on what type of party it is.
So, okay. Boom. I ain't got pissed off. For the simple fact, the doctor who's supposed to deliver my child,
I'm not finna play with you.
I haven't seen him. They say he's on staff, but I haven't seen him. So I'm over here like, okay, can y'all please send him in? Like, I'm ready to go in. They're like, okay, we have to check yourself. I'm like, no, come on, like I really feel him coming. No, this is what they're saying to me. No, you're just tripping. Well, they didn't say he was tripping, but they was like, no, ma'am, you're not. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I really need, like, I was pissed off. I literally threatened my doctor's life. Like, I was like, it was crazy. Let me tell you, them contractions make you a whole nother person. So, okay, my doctor came in and everything while I'm over here going through it. And I was relieved. So, okay, he get down there. He put his fingers down there, whatever. Getting ready, like, checking to make sure. They like, okay, push. I'm like, okay, shit, what's up? I'm pushing. This some fucked up shit. I'm pushing. And all of a sudden, like, my son's head comes out a little bit and then it comes back in because I sucked in my air. So they was like, my doctor, like, when because they was putting like mineral oil over my son so it could be easier for him to come out and so I won't rip. They was like, okay, like when they was getting a mineral oil open, my doctor had said, he was like, do you want to feel his head? I was like, yeah. So I felt I put 2 of my fingers down there and I felt my son's head. So at this point, it's just like, I'm like, damn, I'm really having a baby. So okay. Boom. That's when I push some more, and my doctor gonna get up in the middle of me pushing to put on like the little stuff you're supposed to put on when you getting ready to deliver a baby. This man ain't have it on. I was like, at this point, it's just like, he didn't piss me off. I was like, what the fuck are you on? Like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? And they was like, he just put on the stuff he need to put on. I was like, well, why he ain't do this shit before he came up in here? Like, why? I'm not understanding this shit. Why? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but ain't you supposed to put that shit on before you start delivering a child? Anyways, so that's when he got back over there after he put on all the stuff, and my beautiful baby boy came. So my son came, like he literally flipped out. Like I watched it. Like they said push, so I'm over here pushing, and that's when I seen his head, and then I just seen his body just flip like he did, like this, like head, and just on out. Like I was just so surprised. Like I was shocked because it was like, wow, I really just had a baby. And then it's just like, I don't even know, man. But I was just really, really, really shocked. But it was so much that happened after I had him. It was crazy because
I need help.
I had to sign so many papers. He had to get weighed. He had to get measured. My son came out as 6 pounds and 7 ounces and 18 inches. But it was just so much that went on, and I was just like, wow. But let me tell y'all, them 3 days staying up in that hospital, boy, that hospital food was good as fuck. I'm gonna put some pictures at the end, but that hospital food was really good. But overall, so far with being a mom for like a week and a day, it's really been fun, actually. I really am adjusting to it. Like sometimes I do wake up and I think that is a dream, but then I remember like, yo, this really just happened. You really just brought a life into this world. But yeah, this is just, you know, my little video about my delivery and stuff like that. And you know, drop below what y'all want me to, like, what y'all want my next topic to be. Oh shoot, I don't want to wake him up, but that's baby MJ. He's been so comfortably. But yeah, drop below what y'all want me to talk about next time I do this little video thing. And you know, like it up.
Mm.